No es casual que la inauguración de este tercer día del Summit corra a cargo de Margrethe Vestager, que, como saben, es la máxima autoridad europea en materia de competencia y de la agenda de adaptación digital. De la mano de Margrethe Vestager, la Comisión Europea ha asumido que la digitalización está ya en primera línea de la agenda política europea. La comisaria Vestager es licenciada en Economía por la Universidad de Copenhague, fue ministra de Educación en Dinamarca, también ha sido diputada en su país y ministra de Economía e Interior, hasta que en la comisión pasada Jean-Claude Juncker la escogió como comisaria de competencia europea. Ms. Vestager, please be welcome to our summit. The floor is yours. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be with you and take part in this conference, even if it's only from far away. The question we are discussing today is central to the times we live in. How can technology drive our recovery? How will it shape our future? In a way, our experience over the past year already provide a first answer to this question. It is hard to imagine what these months of the pandemic would have been like without digital tools in our lives to help us keep in touch with the ones we love, to continue learning, working, studying, shopping, exercising, and so on. The pandemic clearly accelerated our digitization, and there's no going back to the world as we knew it before. On the contrary, new booming technologies like connected objects, upcoming innovations in artificial intelligence, or high-performance computing means digital will play an even bigger role in our everyday lives, and a bigger role in securing our competitiveness as a continent. This is an opportunity which we cannot miss. This is why a few months ago we made an important decision that every member state should invest at least 20% of the funding they receive through Next Generation EU on digital. Spain went even beyond, with 28% of its recovery plan aimed to fund its digital transformation. This shows the great level of seriousness and ambition that you're putting into your digitization. Because one thing is for sure, there's no recovery without digital technologies. Europe's digitization is central to its prosperity. But digitization is not an end in itself. It only makes sense if digital technologies are used to make our society greener, more resilient, more inclusive, leaving no one aside. And that is why we propose 4 priorities for our transformation: skills, infrastructure, digitization of public services, and digitization of businesses. Let me start with skills. Digitization is first and foremost about the people that make it happen. Every European should feel empowered to own this digital transformation. And that will only happen if they have the right skills to master digital tools. And it applies at all levels, from the most basic skills to the highest digital expertise. So in addition to increasing people's overall digital skills, we have an objective to reach 20 million digital experts by 2030, and with a better gender balance, to get the most of our talent pool. With 3.6 billion euros dedicated to digital skills training, Spain is clearly lifting itself up to the challenge. Second, no digitization will ever be possible without the right infrastructure. We need performant, sustainable digital infrastructure. This starts with reliable network connection. It became obvious with the pandemic that we were not equally equipped to face the situation. Some with poor connectivity, well, they felt severely penalized, were not even simply discriminated. And that is why in 10 years from now, we want all European households covered with gigabit connectivity. With its excellent fiber optic networks, Spain is already quite advanced on this journey. And to get the full benefits of this new infrastructure, we must be able to rely on the cybersecurity of our networks. And this is why implementing the EU's 5G security toolbox is urgent and essential. Our third priority is the digitization of businesses. Clearly, Europe's businesses must be more digital. This is not an option, it's a key to our economic growth. Our ambition is that at least 75% of European businesses, including the smaller ones, have taken up digital solutions by 2030. It can be local stores that adds a click-and-collect solution, or farmers who use weather and GPS data to improve their yields. And we want to double the number of European unicorns from 122 today, which includes great Spanish examples like Cabify, with 3 billion euros targeted to supporting the digital transformation of SMEs and self-employed people. Spain will play a key role to achieve this ambition. Last but not least, our digital transformation will not be complete without the digitization of public services. First, because paying our taxes or doing our medical administration online will make our lives so much easier. But also because it will boost the digitization of businesses, especially smaller ones. And this is why we propose to have 100% of key public services available online for all Europeans by 2030. And 80% of us should use a digital identity. As clearly reflected in the Spanish recovery plan, this isn't just about money. This is also about making the right reforms for public administration to embrace digital solutions, an area where Spain performs already very well. Together, those four priorities will enable a successful European digital transition. But there is something else, without which none of this will be possible, and that is trust. People need to trust that digital technologies will serve them well. They must feel in control. This starts with having some same level of rights online as we do offline. Spain is a pioneer in this field with its Charter on Digital Rights. A few months ago, we also proposed a European set of digital principles, including access to fair and non-discriminatory online services. Europe has what it takes to make it happen, but it will need all of us. European and national levels, public and private sectors, all of which are taking part in this conference today. I wish you a lively and constructive discussion and hope to pursue this conversation in person not too far from now. Thank you.